Puzzling is my game, you know I'm the master. Fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Time ticking, heart racing. Gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the adrenaline is running through my veins. I'm the puzzle king. No one can beat my games. Jigsaw puzzle is my obsession. It's true, I conquer them too. The thrill of the chase, satisfaction I see. I'll complete that puzzle in the blink of an eye. Puzzling is my game, you know I'm the master. Fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Time ticking, heart racing. Gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the adrenaline is running through my veins. I'm the puzzle king. No one can beat my games. Jigsaw puzzle is my obsession. It's true, I conquer them too. The thrill of the chase, satisfaction I see. I'll complete the puzzle in the blink of an eye. Puzzling is my game, you know I'm the master. Fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Time ticking, heart racing. Gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the adrenaline is running through my veins. I'm the puzzle king. No one can beat my games. Jigsaw puzzle is my obsession. It's true, I conquer them too. The thrill of the chase, satisfaction I see. I'll complete that puzzle in the blink of an eye. Puzzling is my game, you know I'm the master. Fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Time ticking, heart racing. Gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the adrenaline is running through my veins. I'm the puzzle king. No one can beat my games. Jigsaw puzzle is my obsession. It's true, I conquer them too. The thrill of the chase, satisfaction I see. I'll complete the puzzle in the blink of an eye. Puzzling is my game, you know I'm the master. Fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Time ticking, heart racing. Gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the adrenaline is running through my veins. I'm the puzzle king. No one can beat my games. Jigsaw puzzle is my obsession. It's true, I conquer them too. The thrill of the chase, satisfaction I see. I'll complete that puzzle in the blink of an eye. Puzzling is is my game, you know I'm the master, fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Time ticking, heart racing. Gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the adrenaline is running through my veins. I'm the puzzle king. No one can beat my gaze. Jigsaw puzzle is my obsession. It's true, it's true.
Hello and welcome everyone to tonight's Euro Jigsaw Jam. We're still waiting for some people, but yeah, I thought we would just get things started in the background. I do have a new microphone tonight, so hopefully the sound quality is better than previous times. You can let me know in the chat. And yeah, the live stream is online and we're still waiting for a few more people. So my name is Michelle Casper and I'm your host for this evening as usual. I'm a New Zealander living in Germany and started speed puzzling earlier this year. And yeah, really happy to be here with all of you. Tonight we are doing something a bit different. For the first time, we will have a co-host, a co-commentator. That is Catherine, and we also have Lena working behind the scenes. So I'll just put them on so you can say hi. Yeah, so Catherine, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. Hello. I'm Catherine. I'm so happy to be here. And first of all, thanks for inviting me to be the co-host today. I hope I do it justice. We will see. So yeah, I'm Catherine. I live in the Netherlands, but I come from Luxembourg. And I have been speed puzzling for about, I would say, 2 years now. I do have an Instagram account that is dedicated to my speed puzzling journey, and I feature a lot of the time lapses that I do. And I also post pictures of the finished puzzles. Another thing I do is that I organize the Puzzle Tussle on Instagram together with SJ from Two Puzzle People, Ellie, Ellie's Worlds of Puzzles, and Emilia, Emilia Lieberman, who's also participating today, who is usually doing the commentating. So it will be fun for me to commentate her for once, see how it goes. I'm also organizing puzzle meetings in my area, so we can meet in person. And yeah, what else? I have participated in the Euro Jigsaw Jam before, so I know what it's like to be on the other side. And I've also helped behind the scenes once, which is what Lena is doing today. Thank you so much, Lena, because it's a tough job to keep track of everyone, especially with so many people being there as we have today. And yeah, it's tough to always show everyone, but we will try our best. So I think that's enough from me. I will keep an eye on the YouTube chat today. So if you have any questions, be sure to put them in the chat and we will try to answer them. And also, you know, get to know each other, have a talk amongst each other, give us like feedback, anything you'd like to see. So then I give the microphone over to Lena.
Yeah, hi. I'm Lena, and I'm from Germany, and I'm helping in the background today. It's my first time, so I hope I can do it justice. But I competed one time in the Euro Jigsaw Jam before, and I had a lot of fun. And I've been speed puzzling since 2022, I think. And I was in Köditz in Germany at the competition this year. Yeah, that started my obsession all over again. Yeah, I think that's all from me.
Yeah, great. Well, thanks, Lena and Catherine, for supporting me tonight. And yeah, we'll just check in on how the contestants are coming along and yeah, how that's going. So we'll see more of you later. All right, so thanks everyone for yeah, letting me know who has extra devices. I saw Uta on there, but we didn't have a registration from you. So I've got extra Uta from Germany. Taya has a second device. Elodie. And there's Heike. Okay, Karen is rushing on her way home. Hopefully she makes it in time. I've still got 4 minutes there. All right, so we have a lot of puzzle fans joining us from around the world. So
yeah, let's have a look who's already in the chat. We have people from Sweden, people from Hamburg, but not the German Hamburg, but Hamburg, USA, from Minnesota. What time is it in the US right now? Isn't it really early? And yeah, people are just saying good luck, everyone. Have fun, enjoy.
yeah, so we also have Annelies from Belgium and the Romanian. And I'm not sure where. Oh yeah, where is Puzzle Dust from? So I'm just going to double check. It looks like we're almost there. So I'm supposed to have yeah, 55 people registered, plus Uta is now 56. Plus we have Catherine and Lena in the meeting. Okay, so
it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern time in the US. So it's not that early in the day. That's good to know for the American participants that are here today as well, like Tammy. And we have also some fellow Dutchies in the chat cheering for the Dutch team. Go Quinta, Ellen, and Mariam.
All right, so I think we have everybody there. Karen did say that she's on her way home, so she might be a few minutes late, but I think otherwise everybody else is here. So we'll see if Emilia Lieberman made the right speculation. She posted on Instagram what she thinks it will be, and I see a big smile on her face. So let's see if Emilia is right. You may all unwrap your puzzles and unwrap the plastic as well.
Oh, I'm so curious. Is it Bluebird?
Yes. And Amelia is looking very proud of herself. She correctly guessed not only the brand, but also the image. I have no idea how she did that because Bluebird has like dozens and dozens of designs. So we might have a chance to chat to her later. Okay, so you can unwrap the paper, take off the plastic, and then when it's ready to go, yeah, keep the bag inside the box, but just any plastic wrap that's covering the box can be removed. And then when you're ready, just place it back in the middle of the table.
Someone is asking if we have any Belgian participants. Yes, we do. We have 2 Belgian participants, and both of them are called Lynn.
Okay, so we can start the countdown. Yeah, as always, you can already write the done message in your chat and just have that ready open for when you're ready to complete. And then just have your chat window open. Okay, I'll be doing a countdown. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And there they are, frantically opening the boxes and opening the plastic. Now, what's on the image? Because I couldn't really see from the small pictures.
Okay, so the puzzle for tonight is, so if it's from Bluebird Puzzle, and it's called Bora Bora Tahiti. So this is, I think this is our first, well, apart from the tree we did on Sunday, this is the first like landscape scene, or the first proper photo with sky and water. So you do have like a bit of a gradient here at the front around a sandbar, some, yeah, bungalows in the midsection, and then mountains and a fair section of sky and clouds.
I think it's a hard puzzle. At least for me, it would be a hard puzzle. But it's a beautiful image. I think the sky, especially that blue part, seems like solid blue.
Yeah, there is there one corner of the image is a bit darker than the others, but it's a very slight gradient. So it is a lot of dark blue and then a lot of white from the clouds. I mean, these are the types of images that I avoid myself. And I guess when I was picking images, there were so many nice artwork pictures that, yeah, I just didn't get around to finding a photo. But so this is the first proper landscape photo. So on the screen, we have Anna from Finland, Anami from Switzerland with her unicorns, Arcadius from Poland, and Aurora from Norway. Yes, Aurora from Norway. So we see Anna doing some sorting into piles.
Are you someone who sorts right away, or are you someone who flips everything?
I always do the full flip, and then I've just started recently sorting into piles. I think because I've seen other people do it, and yeah, I realized before I was kind of wasting too much time kind of scanning all the pieces to find the colors that I needed, and I thought maybe it's not such a bad idea that when I see people sorting into piles in the beginning, and so I have started to do that, and it seems to be a good strategy.
Yeah, it takes a bit more time in the beginning, but you're saving the time later when you're trying to pick out the specific pieces that you're looking for. Personally, I'm too impatient to do it. I just want to get to puzzling So for me, it's still a full flip and sorting out the edges, just because, I don't know, even though it only takes 4 minutes, I just want to start.
So here's Ireland from Argentina, Benjamin from the UK, giving a wave, Chiara from Italy, and Christina from Denmark. So we have two Christinas from Denmark today. Christina with a C is on the screen, and we also have a Christina with a K. So I might leave Chiara on the screen for a bit longer, since she's always consistently at the top. So here we have Claudia. Oh, no. Claudia, your screen is turned off. Please check that. Here's Cornelia from Austria, Eleanor from France, and Ellen from the Netherlands. Now, I have to admit, I was a bit disappointed with this with the puzzle when it arrived. I have to say, I don't think Bluebird has the best quality for the best resolution for photos. That was the first time I'd seen a photo. Before we've had, we had a digital image / illustration from Bluebird, and I also own some other Bluebird puzzles that I really like. But I was disappointed once I held it up close that some of the pieces, they do seem a bit pixelated, unfortunately. Other than that, I enjoy this puzzle a lot more than I expected.
Yeah, it's a shame when the quality for photographs is bad, because we definitely do have the technology now to make high resolution pictures and also to use high resolution pictures, especially if you're, a commercial puzzle brand. You can invest in buying the high quality pictures from your photographers, and invest in hiring photographers that can use better pictures.
Yeah, so Eleanor's doing something interesting there. She's got some trays and she's sorting the sky and the water, it appears, onto the trays for later. We'll see how that strategy turns out. So here's Elodie from France, Francisca from Germany, and Emilia from Finland. And I did have to laugh when Emilia sent me her story about 2 hours ago where she made her speculation. So she showed 2 time-lapse videos, and that was her guess. So in one of the videos, it was one of the pictures, she was doing a Bluebird puzzle, and in the other one she was doing a tropical island scene with a beach. So when I saw that, I did laugh out loud to myself. I was like, oh, how does she do that? So
I think she's psychic. She's like a secret witch, and she just knows these things, because it's not just here where she has guessed correctly which puzzle is gonna come, but she has had many correct guesses already. So I'm curious to see what she says, which puzzles are gonna come in the World Jigsaw Puzzle Championship this year, because I'll definitely be listening to that.
yeah, and I mean, and that's a completely different type of guess. I mean, here you have a box, so you can kind of line it up and say, oh, that matches that box that I already have. Yeah. But I was thinking about it today when I saw her preview video come up, like the trailer for her members only video. I was thinking, like, okay, how do you guess what could possibly come up in the worlds? But yeah, so we can see Elodie's working on the border Kiara has started on the sandbar in the foreground of the image. There's like a white sandbar, and Emilia is like working on different parts.
I think Emilia is just picking pieces and placing them where they are supposed to go. At least that's kind of what it looks like. Like she grabs a piece and she just kind of places it.
Yeah, and it looks like more like on the middle section, perhaps the brown bungalows in the mid-ground.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting. I'm going to keep Emilia on the screen a bit longer. Here's Heike from Germany and Yeva from Latvia. Yeah, so tonight we have participants from 25 countries. The countries represented are Argentina, Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Croatia. So our first participant from Croatia tonight, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Guatemala, Hungary, Ireland, Italy, Latvia, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Slovakia, Sweden, Switzerland, the UK, and the USA.
It's a trip around the world and a trip to Bora Bora. And the purple puzzler says that she prefers to travel to Bora Bora rather than doing the puzzle because it looks challenging to her, and I agree. I noticed that a lot of people today have darker tables, and I wonder if it's maybe an advantage for this puzzle to have a dark table.
Yeah, well, with Kiara, it doesn't seem, I mean, she's done already a couple of very dark puzzles on that dark table. It doesn't seem to bother her at all. But I think for newbies, it's definitely an advantage to have, in general, a lighter background.
Yeah, I agree. So far, we haven't had any guesses on how long you think people will need to complete this puzzle. So if you have a guess, let us know in the chat.
Yeah, so talking about Bora Bora, why I enjoy this puzzle more than I expected, because I generally avoid these types of images, is that as I was doing the puzzle, I was really transported to Bora Bora in my mind. I mean, it's different just to look at a picture and say, oh, that's a nice place, I'd like to go there one day. But like, as I was piecing it together, each bungalow piece joined together, I'm imagining, oh, I was there, and, diving off my front balcony and straight into the water. And so it was actually a really enjoyable experience for me to do this puzzle. And I felt, even though it was a harder puzzle, and this was of course before I got to the sky, but I felt a bit in the holiday mode as I was doing that. So hopefully some people are enjoying the image. So there's Ingrid from Romania and Jessie from Luxembourg. And Jessie, of course, is quite inspiring what she has achieved so far, from second to last in the first competition to reaching 9th place in her most recent one. So that's shows a lot of dedication and training, and I think it's good for the people who may be starting out and feeling a bit discouraged that they don't finish the puzzle in time, or coming towards the end. I think it's just the beginning of a journey, and we'll hopefully find out more from Jessie.
Yeah, nobody is immediately good at speed puzzling, I would say. It's definitely something that you need to practice a lot, and keep practicing it, and keep figuring out maybe what are the things that make you a bit slower, and how can you get a little bit faster. And by just working on it, you can definitely improve.
So here's Jorge from Portugal. He reminds me a bit of Alejandro in this pose. I mean, standing up but leaning very close to the table, getting
Yeah.
really close eye on all the pieces. And here's Jukka from Finland. And here's also very interesting. He's taken the time to sort the pieces into their different colors. And also using trays for better space management. I mean, yeah, that's also a big thing. I mean, when you tip out 500 pieces, it just covers the whole table, but having some trays, at least you can kind of move them away to where you need them. I find that I'm often like pushing pieces off to the side to get them out of my way.
Yeah. The first time I used trays was last year at the World Jigsaw Puzzle Championship. I had never used trays before, but there we really needed it, especially for the team rounds. When you do 1,000-piece puzzles, you just kind of need space to work on it, especially if you're 4 people. And it is really helpful for space management and yeah, especially if your table is not big enough to just move the pieces aside, it can be very helpful to have extra trays.
Yeah, I mean, definitely for team puzzles, it makes sense. I've used them myself just at home when I'm doing a 1,000-piece puzzle. But yes, I've never tried it with a 500-piece puzzle. So here's Kira from the Netherlands. And Kira actually came to Trier and visited me in my shop, and that was really nice. So I've actually met Kira, and she was holidaying in the nearby, and also chose some lovely puzzles. So, and Kira and her sister is also participating tonight. So Quinta, we will see her a bit later, is also participating, and both of them are coming to Trier to our event in August, which is very exciting.
That's great. I'm so looking forward to meeting more of you guys in person.
Yeah, and I'm glad to see Karen made it home in time and is getting started on her puzzle. So that's good to see. Karen from Germany.
We have the first guesses coming in. So one person has a very specific guess, 47 minutes and 35 seconds. Then we have 52 minutes and 53 minutes. I think those guesses are probably in the correct range. But some people might surprise us. That might go even faster. But I think generally that's probably a good guess for someone fast to finish a puzzle like this.
Yeah, so my time for this one I was glad to make it under 90 minutes, 1 hour and 28 minutes and 46 seconds.
Yeah, I think the more average speed puzzlers among us will probably manage to do it in under 1.5 hours, but yeah, these photographs are always challenging. How did you go about solving this one, Michelle?
Pure grit and positive self-talk. Because once I got to the sky and the clouds, like I just had a mass of blue pieces and then like these kind of whitish grayish pieces, and that's the part where it's like, oh, do I have to do this? Can I just give up now? And I'm like, no, come on, you can do this, do the shape sorting, do this logically. And I just pushed my way through, and I was super happy that I made it within 90 minutes. So here we have Kat from Germany, Katrin from Switzerland, Kirsty from Finland, and Christina with a K from Denmark.
A lot of people seem to start with that. Is it like a sand, beachy, kind of a light strip?
Yeah, so it's like a sandbar that sticks out of the water, the shallow water. I can show a close-up of that again. So there's like a little cute, two little palm trees and a little hammock there at the front. So I guess from your beachfront accommodation, you could just walk across the water, the shallow water, and lie in the hammock. And there is like a soft gradient here. Like here it's a bit more purplish, the water, and then closer to the houses it's more green.
Yeah.
So there is actually, I found the water quite fun because there were these color variations.
Yeah, I'm not surprised people are starting with that. I think I would have probably also started with that just because it kind of sticks out and it's like easy to find like the edge of the sand compared to the water. And then you have immediately a connection to the bottom edge that's going to go around. So seems a popular place to start for a lot of the people here.
So here's Linda from Linda, I can't find her on my list. We have quite a few people with similar names. We have two Lynns from Belgium, we have Lynn from Norway, and Alina from Norway. And
Is it Linda from Latvia, maybe?
oh, yes, it is. My apologies. Yes, Linda from Latvia, Alina from Norway, Lynn Meritha from Norway, and Lisbeth from Guatemala.
Yeah, most people start with that sand. A lot of people are doing the edge, which I wonder if I would do the edge with this puzzle. Yeah, maybe it's good to know how much blue do I have to puzzle together.
Yeah, I like here, like Lynn Meritha and Lisbeth and Linda, they've all sorted out into these color sections. And you can see quite clearly on Lisbeth's image the different shades of blue.
Yeah, it's a good puzzle to do a sort up front for sure, because the different sections are so clearly different from each other. It's probably also easy to differentiate the water from the sky. So I think it's if you're gonna sort a puzzle, this is the type of puzzle that you are gonna sort.
I like what Lynn Meritha is doing here. I mean, she's gone for the contrast line of the horizon, well, so the mountain line. That's also what I like to do. I didn't do it with this image, but I like to look for like the lines of contrast, or the edges. So if there's a mountain range or like a strong horizon or contrast, or where the sky meets the water.
The purple puzzler is asking, how long did it take for you both to consistently reach below the 1.5 hour mark? That's a great question. Probably longer than I would like to admit. For me, I didn't even consistently reach under the 1.5 hour mark when I signed up for Worlds last year. So I managed to do it every once in a while, and I thought that's probably good enough to go to Worlds. Why not? And it's only been in the last, basically since maybe like January, that I'm pretty sure that any puzzle you give me, I can probably do under 1.5 hours. So it's been like 1.5 years for me of like of speed puzzling semi-regularly to get to a point where I can say that probably I can do it with pretty much any puzzle, except if it's like a puzzle that's like all black or like really hard to, where you have to like shape puzzle basically the whole thing. What about you, Michelle?
I say I'm like almost there. So I've been speed puzzling for 5 months now, and I'm pretty happy with my progress. Like I am consistently getting under 90 minutes, but then there's always like the puzzle that makes me humble and tells me you need to learn another skill. you know, you need to work more on sky, or you need to work more on super detailed images. So I feel, yeah, I'd say I'd have a rather rapid progress. But yeah, there's still several puzzles that have taken me over 2 hours, and I'm gonna revisit them closer to the worlds. So here we have Lynn Everard from Belgium and Lynn Chan from Belgium, Madara from Latvia, and Magdalena from Germany. So Magdalena is making a good section here at the bottom. Now she's filling in the water. And Lynn has started at the sky. Lynn Everard. She might be the only one starting with the sky, starting with the hardest part first. But we can see a nice outline there.
Could we maybe have a look at some of the top contenders for today, just to have kind of a comparison to where they are at?
Yeah, so Lena has told me that Quinta and Elodie are very fast. Oh, wow. So Quinta looks like, yeah, well, she's on the border and a good midsection. Emilia's working on the lower half. Elodie's also done the bungalow section, and Chiara's done the mountains. Okay, so it looks like Chiara started from the bottom and worked her way up. Okay, it looks like Chiara is in the lead. So we haven't gone through everyone yet, so we'll leave Chiara there and we'll head back. Let's check in on Mandy, Marin, and Maria. Okay, so there's Mandy from the Netherlands, Marin from Germany, and Maria's daughter Timia from Slovakia. Also our youngest competitor tonight.
That's great, and she's almost done with the edge. And she has sorted everything into nice piles.
Yeah, I think this is her third solo, possibly, and I know she did pairs with her mum. So she's young starter, and really positive to see that she's into speed puzzling and already competing in competitions. And she and her mum will be coming to Trier. So we'll get to meet them in person. So we have Mariam from the Netherlands working on Blue Water, Nana from Denmark, and Nicole from Bulgaria. So Chiara's done the outline of the mountain and is now filling in the dark section in the middle. Here's Neves from Croatia, Olivia from Poland, and Rika from Finland. So tonight we have 9 Germans and 8 Finnish participating. So those seem to be the most popular countries for speed puzzling, or from the participants.
I think in the World Championship, the German participants are now more than Spanish participants. So if you're a German and you compete in the World Championship, it's going to be tough for you to move on to the next rounds, because you'll have to beat the other Germans.
Yeah, that's right. So the first is the number of Germans, followed by Spanish, and then I believe the third biggest group is America.
Do you have rules for trays and puzzle stands for the Euro Jigsaw Jam in Trier? Because somebody says that in the Dutch competitions, you are not allowed to have trays, and you're also not allowed to have puzzle stands.
That's a good question. So closer to the time, we'll send out like a more detailed like FAQs. And I did want to mention that I have no problem with box holders. I mean, I use one all the time, and I think it's a very handy tool for a speed puzzler. And trays, I don't see a problem with either, especially for teams, yeah, with 1,000 pieces. So those are both welcome. So what about competitions that you participated in? I mean, you did a, tell us about the competitions that you've done.
So the one I did in Arlon, there were very little rules about what extra things you can use. I mean, there were even people there that brought like boxes and then propped the puzzle surface even on top of the boxes, so people could stand and didn't have to hunch over. Every table there had a lamp provided by the organizers that we could use, but honestly, I thought the lamps in the hall were sufficient. I didn't really like the lamp that they provided. So there, yeah, they didn't really have any rules about bringing extra things, so that they were really chill about it. At Worlds, they're a bit more specific. They say you can only have this many trays, and they have to have this specific size. And it makes sense if you're in a big room with a lot of people and somebody brings out like an A2 sized foam board and tries to walk around with that, you're going to bump into other puzzlers. And I think the goal should always be that every puzzler can have their own room and their own space to do their puzzle as well as they can. So I think as long as your extra things don't impede your neighbor puzzler, if you're puzzling with two people on a table, for example, I think you should allow it. I think the Dutch championship should also allow, especially puzzle stands. I mean, why not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we just had on the screen before Sana from Finland, Siobhan from Ireland, and Tammy from the US. And now we have Tobias, who is making good progress down the middle section and most of filling in the water gaps now. We have Taya from Finland, Valerie from Germany, and Vesna from Finland. Uta, your camera is not working. Please check that out, Uta. Yeah, something I noticed about the Dutch Championship is that it was very crowded and the tables were really close together. It was a very full room, and also the spectators were like standing, like basically looking over the shoulders of each team. So perhaps it was more of a space constraint that they just didn't want extra, objects on the table, all around the table. And but then I don't know what you would do with a box then, because the box takes more space sitting on the table than it does if you put it on a stand.
Yeah, it's probably something they maybe just didn't consider beforehand, and they didn't maybe just think that people would want a box stand, because maybe they just didn't know about it. But now that I have one, I don't like doing puzzles without it anymore. I'm so used to that it's like at a nice angle and there's no glare, and like I know exactly where it is, and I can always look at the same spot, and I don't have to like go like this over the table just to look at the image. So I think box stands are very helpful.
Yeah, so here we have Vicky from Hungary, Victor from Poland, and Quinta from the Netherlands. So
Quinta is doing great progress. If you would take her puzzle and Chiara's puzzle, you would have a finished puzzle.
yeah, and so we see Vicky has also done the sorting method, and she's working her way from the bottom towards the top. But Victor is doing the clouds. So there's a nice section of clouds done. And he's also done the bottom half. So different strategies here where people are starting. Okay. So I'm going to check the updates from Lena of who might be racing towards the front.
Mm-hmm. Annelies is saying that at the Belgium Championships, they had larger tables and people were allowed to use trays, etc. And they were divided up in 2 different rooms because they had 71 teams, which I think is fair. If you know that you have a lot of teams coming, then why not get 2 or like a bigger venue to really accommodate everybody and give everyone a little bit more space. I think at the Worlds this year, that's the reason why they made so many different groups, so that everyone has enough space to puzzle.
So were there no preliminaries last year for the teams? Was it all in just one go?
No, last year I think it was 4 preliminary rounds, but this year it's gonna be, I can look it up quickly.
So here we see Annemie has done a good bottom half. Yeah, so done about 50% of the puzzle. Cornelia is also, yeah, very close with the bottom half finished. Similar to Amelia. Now Amelia looks like she's starting on some of the clouds or where the mountain meets the sky. So Chiara has finished the mountain, so it looks like Chiara is still in the lead.
Yeah, started working on the edge for the sky, it looks like. So she only has to fill in those 2 triangle skies at the top, and the sky and the clouds, of course. So this year at Worlds, we have for the individual 6 different groups in the preliminary rounds, compared to 4 last year. And then pairs, we have 4 different rounds for the preliminaries, compared to, I think last year, was it only 2? I don't remember. Less, in any case.
Yeah, so time update, it's 36 minutes. Yeah, so Quinta and Alan participated in the Jan van Husteren Championships, so they might be used to that crowded atmosphere.
What box stand do you favor? Well, I have a little one that I 3D printed. I posted about it a while back. It's just like a tiny little stand. It's enough, but if you do bigger puzzles, like 1,500 piece puzzles, it's a bit small to hold the box top. A lot of people are using the ones that you stock in your store, Michelle. The what would you call those?
So yeah, the box holders from Eurographics, that's the yellow plastic one that you can, it's made of 3 pieces and you can just fold it flat. Those are out of stock until August, unfortunately. And then we also have a wooden one from Das Puzzle Collective. Just a bit more simple, just wood with like a a slice taken out of it, you could say, where you can just slip in the box. Yeah, so I like seeing Lynn here, Lynn Everard, who's completed the sky. Starting from the top, starting with the hardest part. And here I see Catherine from Switzerland has completed the outline of the mountain, starting a bit on the clouds. So I think Catherine is chasing Chiara. So I mean, still Chiara has a significant lead, but I think Catherine has moved forward from the pack. We have a lot of people who've done about halfway.
Yeah, I'm seeing Tammy is also at about the same point as Katrin, done with the bottom and did the edge of the mountain. Annemie also pretty much at this similar stage. She has the edge completed.
I mean, Linda's also doing really well with the outline of the mountains. The border is complete and has done a good chunk of the clouds. And Magdalena has finished the mountains and starting on the clouds.
How do we feel about the 47-minute time prediction? It would be 8 minutes. I think maybe that's a bit tight, but feel free to prove me wrong, puzzlers.
So Tammy's also working on the outline of the mountain, and Magdalena pushing onto the clouds. So Valerie has also started with with the sky, completed the sky part. That's really nice to see. Sky and clouds are done, now starting on the mountains.
Tobias has also done some really good progress. It looks like he's working on the clouds. Which unsurprisingly is probably, apart from the sky, the hardest part of the puzzle. I wonder how challenging the mountain is, because a lot of people are kind of leaving the mountain and continuing with the sky instead. Maybe it's because it's dark pieces that it seems harder.
Yeah, so it's a mixture of rocks and trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not so easy. It's does all blend in together.
Yeah. Yeah, anyways, for me, it's like anything that is plants or like trees, anything flora, fauna is like the hardest for me to do. I can't see it. There's too much happening on the pieces. And I basically just have to shape puzzle anything that's like that. So I might keep the mountain also for last.
So yeah, we have like a big pack of people. It's hard to see because everyone's coming from different angles, but there are, I mean, Kiara's ahead, but then behind that, there's like so many who are working on the clouds and the mountains and the sky, but all coming from different sides. So I think there's going to be some really close times.
Someone is asking to show Emilia Lieberman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also curious to see how far she's come.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention as well that Vesna is also live streaming tonight. So if you want to get a close-up angle, you can also check out Puzzling Happiness. Her husband, Jan, is commentating. Emilia has rhythm going on, you know, she kind of like sways from side to side, and I'm not sure if she's listening to music, but somehow she's got a flow going on. Flowing from puzzling to grabbing her pieces, flowing back to the other side and swaying back and forth. But I also like to puzzle at my kitchen bench. I find it like the perfect height for speed puzzling. It would be great if there was a competition with puzzles at standing height.
Yeah. I guess it's probably just a practical reason why they don't do that is just because if you go to a venue, they usually have sitting tables already available. And if you would have to get standing tables for your competition, it might be a bit too much of a cost.
So I've been told that Victor is close. Okay, so Victor from Poland has done the mountains, the clouds, and now he's piecing together the sky. Fingers working at lightning pace. So Alan has also done a good bottom half section, done some of the clouds. So I have I'm going to keep Victor on the screen.
Yeah, I think he's moving so fast.
And I also want to check in on Linda and Katrin.
And someone else is also asking to check in on Quinta.
Oh, let's not forget Anime.
Today it's anybody's win. I mean, literally anybody could win. I feel like everyone is so close together. There's not it's not like one person is like clearly in the lead.
I agree. I feel like there's so many that are kind of like there's a pack of like 10
Yeah.
So it's anybody's game. Tonight is the night. There's no Alejandro, no Kristen, and no Teresa. So
Is it possible to see how Lynn Merete is doing?
yes.
Yeah, we can check in on her.
Yeah, so Lynn Meretha, she's got like, you see a bit of everything. It's just like, just got the gaps, but you have a bit of clouds, sky, a bit of mountain, a bit of beach, a bit of the bungalows. you can imagine what the image looks like. It's not like there's a one big chunk that's missing. That's also nice. So maybe she's doing the pick and place method.
I feel like she's done all the where colors are like clashing together.
Exactly. Like all the lines of contrast where all the colors meet.
Yeah.
So we're at 48 minutes. And welcome to the others who are joining us on the chat. Nice to have you with us. Thanks for all the good questions as well. Yeah, and it's really great having Catherine here because I'm normally trying to do so many things at once. So it's nice to have somebody else checking the chat, and I can focus a bit more on who we have on the screen.
I'm really impressed with how well everybody's doing. Just to mention, the 47 minutes have come and gone. Nobody has finished in 47 minutes, but the other times that were guests, so like 52, 53 minutes, I think that could happen. Like Victor is really close. He has maybe like, I don't know, 40 pieces left. Chiara looks to be equally close. Maybe 40, 50 pieces. I don't know. I'm not so good at guessing how many pieces we see lying. And it's interesting that they are both working in the same corner of the puzzle.
So here we see two different strategies. Arcadius is flipped and is working now in the sky, working on his puzzle upside down. And here we have Anna, who's got two islands that she hasn't connected. So one clear block of sky and one clear block of water, and just missing in the middle. So many different ways to approach a puzzle. But I think Chiara is getting close. Chiara has about, maybe a dozen pieces left, and Victor. So who else is close? Let's check the others. So we also have Linda and Katrin on the screen. I want to check on Quinta.
Annemie also looks relatively close from what I can see.
Yeah, I can only have maximum 6 on the screen, so it's a shame. I feel like we need to have like 10. I'm really sorry we're going to miss some people.
Well, from the people we can see, I think it's between Chiara and Victor at this point. But maybe there's someone there that I just don't see.
And congratulations, we have a winner, Chiara.
Yeah,
with a time of 52 minutes. Well done.
Good job. And somebody guessed it correctly. Marcia Langer, 52 minutes.
So it looks like Victor's coming into second. He's got about 20 pieces left. Watching Victor, it's like my eyes can't keep up with his hands.
Yeah, it reminds me a bit of when Alejandro is puzzling. He's also like a very frantic puzzler. Thank you. Somebody is saying we're doing a good job co-hosting, and they enjoy the conversation, and the three of us working together. So thank you for that comment. That's really nice.
Well, I have to actually thank Kiara's husband, because Kiara gave me the feedback that her husband thinks that I should have a second person on here to give it more like a radio feel. So thanks, Kiara's husband, and yeah, so we're trying it, and I'm happy for that idea. So Linda has only the mountain left. Katrin has the mountain and sky. Quinta, mountain is done, just sky. Anime only has clouds. And Tammy has sky as well. Okay, let's check in with Emilia.
Someone's asking about next week's Wednesday's competition. We will get back to that question a bit later on when it's not so exciting.
Yeah, so now we've got Tobias and Emilia on the screen as well. Okay, so Linda is catching up. I mean, Victor has like 20 pieces of sky, but Linda has like 20 pieces, probably a bit more of mountain.
Yeah, I mean, anybody who can finish this puzzle in under an hour, even under an hour and 15 minutes, I would say, is like crazy good. So I was surprised that one of the times actually wasn't reached.
Yeah, so just as a reminder, I completed this in 1 hour and 28 minutes. So Ellen also only has sky left. She's done the big cloud chunk in the middle.
This is really exciting. We have Quinta, Victor, and Anime who are busy with the last pieces of the sky, and then Linda who is busy with the last pieces of the mountain, and she doesn't have many pieces left. And neither has Victor. Victor has maybe like 15 pieces left or something like that.
I think it's just a handful now.
Yeah.
Go, Victor.
Yes. And the last one. Yay!
Done. Congratulations to Victor from Poland. And I believe this is also his first competition. First time to join us. That was really exciting to watch you. But we also, Linda has also just finished.
Linda, congratulations.
Maybe like 15 seconds or so behind. Yeah, so Kiara did it in 53 minutes, then Victor 58, and Linda also in the 58. Okay. So I need to check with Katrin.
Well done, you guys. You did it in under an hour. That's really impressive.
So we're at 57 minutes. So it was a 57 and a half. So there's still 2.5 minutes. And I see some people could also scrape in under the hour mark.
Yeah.
Oh, Magdalena is done. I'm sorry, we missed you. Magdalena claims 4th spot. So actually, the times that I said were incorrect because we didn't start exactly on 7. We started a bit later.
Yeah.
So we just arrived now to 58 minutes. So now the next one is who's going to come next? Is it Quinta or is it Anami?
Or Tammy. No, not Tammy. Well, no. Probably. Yeah, it's hard to say. They're working on different sections, Quinta and Anami.
And there's Magdalena's finished puzzle. So Marin is also nearing the end, but still has the sky to do. So Madara closing in on the sky.
It's getting really close for 5th place. Oh, there she did it.
Congratulations, Quinta. Yay. An enemy moments away.
And there we go. Congrats. Joey missed the beginning of the live stream. Don't worry, it will be up to watch later if you want to watch the beginning later, and stay with us now. Stay here, chat.
So it looks like Tobias has like 15 pieces, Alan 30, Katrin 20, Arcadius 30, Emilia 15, and Tammy 25-ish. So all very close. So Chiara first, Victor second, Linda third, Magdalena fourth, Quinta fifth, and Anami sixth.
Joey's staying. Good choice.
Yeah, so regarding next Wednesday's competition, I don't know who the people are who are participating. So usually we send out like 3 or 4 days before the competition, we send out an email with a link to the meeting and also the link to the registration. And because people often order for their friends or their siblings, somebody might order 3 puzzles or somebody might pass it on, and we base it on the registrations. But we only know that a few days before, and often people don't register straight away, so it might be sometimes it's a surprise who turns up to the meeting. So very close between Emilia and Tobias. Who's going to be 7th?
Quinta's asking if we can check in on her sister and Mandy. We will right after we see the next couple of finishers. Someone's rooting for Connie. Connie, if you hear it, Peter says, go Connie.
Oh yeah, we haven't checked in on Connie in a while. And Emilia is 7th. Well done. So let's check in first of all.
And Tobias is also done. Good job.
So there's Connie, and we're going to check in on Kira. So now both Ellen and Katrin have about 5 pieces left. There's Quinta's sister, Kira, working on the sky. Tammy is
Finished.
done.
And Katrin right after. Like a second later. Good job. So that's the first 10 finishers are done, right?
Yes, it looks like we have our 10. So the time is 1 hour and 4 minutes.
Wow. Ellen just finished. Good job.
Oh, Ellen just missed out on a top 10 spot. I know that she's been aiming for that.
Yeah.
Next
that was
time. So close, so close.
like 20 seconds. It's with these moments where you kind of have to remember that really every second counts when you speed puzzle against a lot of people. You know, if you're puzzling on your own, it doesn't really matter that much if you manage to open the bag immediately or things like that. But if you puzzle in a big group against other people, it can really be about like the seconds.
Okay, so Cardius is done, but it seems he's missing a piece. Okay, yeah, that's too bad. Oh, Valerie, where's Valerie? Okay, Tobias's camera has gone out. And I'm glad we got the final moments of Valerie there. Cornelia. Okay, so Kiara, are you there?
I am, yes.
So, oh, hello, and your cat is already making himself comfortable.
Yes,
I
she
think,
is. I turned the camera off earlier because I was trying to fight with her because she wanted to eat the cable connecting the camera to me.
I think she approves of the puzzle. Makes a cozy spot.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, so congratulations on another win. Yeah, that's
you.
excellent. So Catherine has some questions for you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's start with the cat one that I had. How do you deal with your cats when you're doing an online competition? Because my cat, just like yours, loves to sit on the puzzle.
Yes. So actually, the cats were not here when I was doing the competition. I have a door that separates the living room area here from the bedroom and bathroom, and like I actually closed the doors for the online competitions. So right now they were like outside of the door and they were like meowing a bit, and I let them out after I was done with the puzzle. When I just train, I usually let them around, and sometimes I just have to interrupt and stuff. But for the online competition, it's probably not the best. So.
Yeah, so when it's more serious, they have to go.
Yes, exactly. He's usually the one that bothers me the most. He's always on the puzzle. Like he just loves the puzzle. So as soon as I open it, it's like, that is my badge. The pile of pieces. Don't touch it.
My cat is the same, and sometimes he will try to like do his claws on the puzzle and then destroy whatever I had built before.
But they're cute, so normally I don't mind.
Yeah. I saw recently that you posted like your Bridgerton puzzles, and I was wondering, can you tell me a bit about like, do you like to puzzle and like watch TV at the same time, or like do you sometimes listen to music, or like do you do any of that?
I do watch TV most of the time. So I have never tried listening to music. When I do like the competition training, I do try to do that in silence just to have, the concentration more like realistic during the competition. But most of the time, what I do is I puzzle and I watch TV in the meantime. So like TV series in particular. And so yes, the Bridgerton puzzles I did do while watching Bridgerton. In that case, I on purpose didn't want to speed puzzle. Like I put the boxes away and I took my time and like I went through almost the entire evening and the whole Bridgerton for episode while doing the puzzles, but it was a really enjoyable time. And it's what I do. I just, I puzzle, and then sometimes when like listening is not enough, like I look up and I stop. If I'm timing myself, then I pause the timer, or maybe I forget about it, and then I watch the TV for a bit, and then I go back to puzzling while mostly listening.
Yeah, so it's mostly when you do like more casual puzzling and you need some like extra stimulation from across the room.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Like that's what I've always done. Like I remember spending my afternoon in high school, like sitting like on the floor in the living room in front of the TV, just doing puzzles. So it has always been something that kind of went together with the watching TV and doing the puzzles together. So yeah, I guess I'm just used to it. Podcasts that a lot of people are actually listening to make a lot of sense, but I guess it's my habit, so I haven't tried that yet. I don't know. Maybe one day. But
Yeah, I don't know if you're into that kind of stuff, but like recently I've been into these like murder mystery type podcasts. And they have a specific length, and then I kind of know like, oh, when the episode is over, like I should also be done with my puzzle if I want it to be a good time.
Oh, okay. So you do that with the 500 or like a standard?
Yeah, with the 500 ones.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, and there's so many different podcasts out there for different interests. You can really find something that you're really interested in, and if you know like the length of it, you can kind of, make yourself like, oh, we're halfway through. I should also be halfway through the puzzle, so you can kind of check in with yourself that way.
Yeah, I don't know. I will tell you when if I start trying that.
Yeah, and then I had a final question. I noticed that you, just like a lot of us here, are kind of addicted to these speed puzzling competitions. And I saw that you were also traveling to a lot of the competitions. So I was just wondering, how much of your holiday leave do you use up to travel to the puzzle competitions?
A good amount, especially this year. Like this year that I also went to the US when like their nationals was there. I think this year I'm using almost a half of my holidays for that. Like I'm lucky because here in Germany, like we get a lot of vacation days, but still, yes, a big amount is spent on that. And now that my husband is not doing puzzle anymore, like he's not going to come to Valladolid, for example, he didn't come with me to the US. There's a bit of an imbalance on how many days I'm spending on puzzle vacations. So I don't know, we'll have to figure that out from next year onwards. For all of the like weekend competition, it has been fine for me because I've managed to do things like work a bit extra during the week and just, leave from home just after lunchtime on Friday and like travel and be back on Sunday. So I haven't actually used up many vacation days for all the like competitions in Belgium or so in the weekends. I've been able to manage those. But yes, between Valladolid and Nationals this year, that's like 2 weeks of vacation that are done.
Yeah, especially because Valladolid is also an extra day compared to last year, so it's almost the entire week.
Yeah, it is. Like Tuesday is not mandatory to be there. I think there's just the opening ceremony, like there
Yeah.
was last year. Last year I actually missed the opening ceremony because I knew that it wasn't like it's nice to be there, obviously, and you meet a lot of people. It's one of the easiest points in time to meet people because like the hall is all like accessible and people are around just to interact with each other instead
Yeah.
of being like half of it is like, well, not half of it, like 90% of it is tables and you cannot enter and there's just, the corridor on the side. But last year, like just didn't work with my flight schedule. And so I arrived there too late. This year I'm leaving on Tuesday morning. So
Yeah.
it's
Same.
good. Yeah, it's not a week, it's 4 days, but kind of the same when you count vacations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to finally have been able to talk to you because we've seen, or you have not seen me, but I have seen you.
We've missed each other a couple of times.
Yeah, thanks for the interview and congratulations again on your win tonight.
Thank you. Well, thank you for chatting while we were puzzling. It's nice to hear all of the commentary from both of you. So,
Thanks.
Thanks, Kiara.
bye.
Bye.
So we've had some more finishes. So 11th was Alan, 12th Arcadius, 13th Valerie, 14th Elodie, 15th Lena, 16th Uta, 17th Cornelia, 18th Kira, 19th Vicky, and 20th Rika.
I don't know how you do this when you're on your own because I was just so distracted by talking to Kiara that I didn't notice anything else.
Yeah, it's a lot of multitasking, and multitasking is not my strength. So I'm really glad that you had that you could lead the interview with Kiara, and I could focus on the things in the background. Yeah. So Lynn Chan has finished. Yeah. All right, Victor, are you there?
Hi.
Hello, Victor. Congratulations on your second place tonight.
Thank you. I really, really didn't expect that because this puzzle is certainly my kryptonite. I hate skies and big patches of color. I really, really enjoy doing like details and very busy puzzles. So this was like,
Yeah, well, that's an amazing result when that's not your favorite style. And I noticed your hands just move so fast. Yeah, it was quite exciting to watch, just seeing how fast you move, and I'm trying to like keep up with what you're doing.
yeah, my sister once said when she was looking at me doing speed puzzling that my hands look like flies. Which was kind of mean, but she was kind of right, I guess.
Well, I guess it's in the positive sense that they're just moving so quickly. Like, when you try to swat a fly and it's just like it's already gone before you get there. Like the reaction speed is just so quick. Yeah.
Yeah, and also I didn't have you on mute, so I heard you saying that my hands move so fast, and just in that moment I felt that they were going numb. I was like, no, I can't do this anymore.
It's the stage effect. If you hear your
Yeah.
name and then it's like, oh, I can't move anymore. Nothing's fitting, or like the stage fright. Yeah. So can you tell us? This is the first time we're meeting you on here. Can you tell us a bit about your speed puzzling journey? How you got into it?
Honestly, my journey started like to go really back, I was puzzling in my child days, but not really that much for like speed. I think I went from, let's say, 100 pieces like Disney stuff to 1,000, and never go like up there. I just stopped at 1,000, and I like were doing them for, I don't know, 3 to 4 years, and then I don't know why really, but I stopped. And lately, like very, very lately, like 2 years from now, I stumbled upon Karen Puzzles channel, and I watched everything she did for like, I don't know, 5, 6 years to the past. And yeah, and it was the first time that I heard about the Spain competition. It was in 2022. She was doing the recap then when she wasn't there, and the next year I didn't really think about this, like, should I go, could I go, but the next year when she went, I was like, yeah, I think it would be really fun, I want to try this. And it was, I don't know, in September. So in November I got my hands on first 500 pieces, because like I said, I never did 500 pieces, so it was quite new to me. And there were truffles, because I live in Poland. It is a Polish brand, so it was really accessible, just as Casterland. But not that I had any issues with those puzzles, but I didn't really knew at that time what puzzles should I look for to be able to say if I am doing right, because the pictures can vary, like this one. So I took some, like, 2 easy puzzles that I thought they were really easy, but like I said, in November this year, so 2023, and I think the first time I did the puzzle, it was like 1 hour and 50, maybe something about this. And I worked my way through. And then I bought my first Ravensburgers, and they were from competition, the postcards, and I don't know, something. And the lantern with like this, from orange to
Oh, the lighthouse.
pink.
There's a lighthouse with a sunset.
Yeah. So it never was on a competition, but I think that it might be eventually. So that was it. And Ravensburgers went faster, but it was like around 1 hour still. And then I worked my way through it again, and now I think it's quite enjoyable for me to do a puzzle for speed puzzling. Anyway, it's not like I think of this as a chore or something that I have to do like every other day to to stay in shape of the puzzles. Yeah, I think I'm kind of addicted to it right now, and my first partner is also, like she said, we always have to remind ourselves that we don't have to buy puzzles every single day, because we have like this site that is really cheap for used things. It's like clothes and everything, and puzzles also are there, and there's very, very cheap. Like you can have really nearly new Ravensburgers for, I don't know, €4.
Oh, wow.
And it's including shipping sometimes. Yeah, so when some bargain is up, it's like click. And we have to remind ourselves, don't do this every single day.
Yeah. And so is your PS partner also taking part in our competitions?
Unfortunately not. We were talking about it, and she really, really wanted to take part in some Euro Jigsaw Jam, but she has like this specific kind of work environment that she is not able to plan ahead. So she, even if you wanted to like take part in the pairs category in Euro Jigsaw Jam, we just cannot do it.
Okay. Well, it's been great having you, and yeah, nice to get to know you. I know you ordered a few more puzzles, so we'll hopefully see more of you in the future. Yeah.
I hope to see you too.
Yeah. And yeah, Catherine, did you have any questions for Victor?
Just congratulations.
Thank you.
I thought you did really well, and I love like a nice surprise like this, a person that we have never seen before just coming in and like going straight to the top. It's always exciting to see.
I can spill the tea because this year in Spain there will be many surprises from Poland. Just seeing
Oh,
from like our local competitions, there will be many surprises.
Okay,
okay.
exciting.
I'm looking forward to that. Are you going to Spain?
Yeah, we are going to Spain with with my team. So,
Okay,
full
perfect.
package.
So we'll meet there.
Yeah, all right. So, yeah, no, congratulations. And we look forward to seeing more surprises from Poland in the coming months. So, thank you, Victor, and yeah, have a good evening.
Thank you very much.
I see we're getting some mixed reviews about the puzzle in our chat room. Emilia Lieberman said that it wasn't her favorite puzzle. She liked the image, but she wished she would have been wrong with her prediction. Whereas Quinta said she loves the puzzle. So we have both spectrums of of anything. But if I had to guess, I would say that probably most puzzlers are not great fans of photographs. But there's always people who love them. So I wish I was one of you.
Yeah, I heard something interesting in a video the other day. It was from an American YouTuber lady who only does Ravensburger puzzles, and she was introducing some of the new releases from Germany and what's been recently released in the States. And she made a comment that there are more landscape photos released in the German market than they are in the US, because according to what's sold, the Americans prefer more artwork or other style of images, whereas the Germans do enjoy a lot of landscape photos. So she was saying to her American viewers that if you want to get some of these, you'll have to check out what's happening in Germany.
Yeah, and I think maybe if I would venture to make a guess, is that maybe the reason why in Germany those puzzles are more popular is because here also a lot of older people, like 50 plus, are still doing puzzles. I've bought up some people's puzzles that are, elderly or like going into elderly care, and they have all these puzzles lying at home, and they are almost exclusively like landscape photographs. So that's my little theory that I have, is that that's maybe the reason why they are more popular here.
Yeah, there definitely could be one. And I think also because the Ravensburgers make it easier because of the great piece cut, you can actually like get through a section of sky or do like a landscape image. Whereas with some other puzzles, other puzzle brands, it might be harder. Like I'm working on I've done a 1,000 piece puzzle of the port of Hamburg in Germany, which doesn't sound all that exciting. It's one of the ones I got for €2 as a set secondhand, and I was just going to put it straight in like the giveaway pile. But then I was like, come on, it's a Ravensburger. Like, I think I can do this. And the other section of like with the buildings and the cranes and that went all really smoothly. And then now I've just got like this section of sky at the top. But I'm plugging away every day, just like 5 pieces, and I'll get to it eventually.
So how far are we with the finishers? How many people are still puzzling?
Oh, I've lost track, but normally I write it down, but I did forget to write it down. I'll just double check.
From what I can see is that maybe about half of the people have finished. And Ellen started to do a very colorful puzzle.
Okay, so Lisbeth was 28th. So the last check was Rika, came in at 20th, Lynn Chan 21st, Madara 22nd, Lynn Meritha 23rd, Olivia 24th, Yuka 25th, Marin 26th, Yeva 27th. Okay, so Elizabeth is around 28th. So the time is 1 hour 28 minutes and a half. So if you want to get it before 90 minutes, you've got 90 seconds.
Yeah, I think Siobhan has a good chance to finish.
Yeah, she's got one missing piece. Okay, then you can just write done, and we'll check back later to see when you've finished, and then add the 10 seconds.
Someone wants to know, Michelle, which puzzle did you choose for the Battle of the YouTube Puzzlers? I know you can't say anything about it because it's gonna happen this weekend. But, maybe there's
You'll
a little
have to
hint.
watch the videos. You'll have to watch the videos that are going to be released this weekend, and all shall be revealed.
I'm really curious, Ellen. What puzzle are you doing? Are you doing Circle of Colors? Is it the one with the vegetables? Oh yeah. Enjoy. Rika asks if you have gotten any comments from the Battle of the YouTube Puzzler participants about the puzzle.
Not at all. They're very tight-lipped about it. They have a good protocol there to not give any spoilers away, not to comment or give any hints to the others.
Yeah, so you have to watch their videos, guys, if you want to know. Someone asks, do competitors prefer an early start or a later start? So either like 10 a.m. or 7 p.m. Personally, if I do training, I usually do it in the mornings on weekends. I just feel like I'm more fresh in the morning. But I definitely need to do more sessions later in the day because at the World Championship this year, there's a lot of times, like, for example, on the first day, like if you're in Group C, you only start at 8 o'clock. On the second day, if you're in the pairs round, the last round, you only start at 9:15, which is almost my bedtime. So I have to get used to the Spanish time and practice more later puzzling. How about you, Michelle?
I like the light of the morning, but I do tend to do most of my speed puzzling at night. And yeah, just because of my work schedule, I tend to start my puzzles around 8:30 in the evening, and yeah, have to use artificial light. But yeah, so with the schedule, so I also noticed that the Spanish have some late starts. And I know that was also commented in Karen's puzzles video that there were some really long days. So having a full day of work and then coming home and doing a competition is also a training of sorts for the worlds, for your stamina.
Yeah. The second day especially is very long. If you're in the first group, in the individuals on the second day, you start at 9 a.m. And if you happen to be in the last group for pairs, you would end at 10:45. So that would be a very long day. I would advise to definitely rest in between and not stay at the dome the whole day, because I think otherwise you won't be able to focus much for your second puzzle of the day.
Yeah, I think if you have such a long day planned like that, it would be good to go and have a midday nap at your hotel if possible.
A lot of people finishing. I just see it pop up, done, done, done. We're just over the 1.5 hours.
So George A has finished. Sorry, we missed George A. There we go. All right, George A done. Yeah, so the number of participants tonight was 56. So yeah, probably around half are done. So 11-year-old 11-year-old Timia is on the home stretch. Less than 20 pieces to go on the sky.
And I also see Franziska is nearing the end. She only has the white pieces of the cloud left. And she has shape sorted them. Jessie also looks like she is relatively close to finishing, also busy with the white clouds.
Is Linda still there? Our third, yeah, so third placed, so first was Kiara, second was Victor, and third was Linda. So if Linda is there, we'd like to have a chat with you. I'll just find you. There you go. Hello. Hi, Linda. Congratulations on third place.
Thank you.
Yeah, so yeah, we haven't met before. Tell us a bit about yourself and what you thought of the puzzle tonight.
When I first saw it, I think I was one of the many who was scared because I also am not a fan of clouds and mountains and water and all this landscape stuff. I usually like more illustrative pictures. But I did surprisingly good and I'm very happy. And before this, I participated in also one more Jigsaw Jam, and it was the Schmidt puzzle. It was like a city also with a bit of water and boats. And kind of similar, I would say. That was more busy. This was more like uniform, but yeah, it was a challenge, but I like that it went really, really good. And I don't know, I'm from Latvia, and we are here like few people from Latvia occasionally, and we had some like small competitions also in Latvia. I was the first one, and now we will have another one. So let's see how it will go. But yeah, before this Latvian competition, I didn't know that anybody did it in Latvia. And now we are 14 people going to Spain from our country. And last year it was 2. So I think it's like, as you said before, a bigger challenge from somebody of my country to get in the next round because we are competing with each other.
Yeah, and I mean, it's great that the popularity has risen in such a short time from 2 participants to, how many did you say? To 20? 14. Yeah. But yes, as you say, in each round there might be three of you. Yeah, so you either have to get in the top 30 for the speed or get in on the country. But yeah, it means that then even if you're all really good, some of you may not make it to the next round. Yeah, so Catherine, do you have some questions or comments for Linda?
Yeah, I'm curious. What did you think was the hardest part of this puzzle?
I thought it would be either sky or the mountain, I don't know, like if I try to focus on the piece shape, then it's a bit easier, like to not be a mess in my mind and like to do it very like specifically. And sometimes when it's like too much stress and chaos in my mind, then these parts are just like I don't know where to start, like color or piece shape or what. But this time I somehow focused more on piece shapes and it was good. So yeah. But there were many misfits, and I saw people in the chat also wrote that. So that was like a little bit harder that there were these misfits.
Yeah, that's always a shame, especially with for speed puzzling specifically, if there's false fits. When you just casually puzzle, it's not that big of a deal, but I also don't particularly enjoy it in a speed puzzle. So you said, did you already participate in local competitions, and how long have you been speed puzzling?
The first competition in Latvia in my country was in spring. I don't remember when. And then I saw this advertisement for the competition 2 weeks before. And I haven't done any speed puzzling. I didn't know somebody does that, especially in my country. And then I just had 2 weeks to do some practice. But the real first like speed puzzle I did was in the competition. So that was basically like first real time. And I did it in 15 minutes. And I was very surprised about that.
That's amazing.
That's an amazing time for the first time to speed puzzle. Like not even the first time for a competition, but you just started speed puzzling. Yeah, that's amazing.
So I don't know what will be in Spain this year, because I think, yes, as you said, popularity has grown about this event because of these online events, and also Karen Puzzles YouTube channel, which everybody mentions. And I think there will be many surprises, as Victor said, that from other countries, people didn't know they are good. I also didn't know I can do it fast, and turns out I can. So yeah, it would be interesting.
I think this year the World Championship is going to be the toughest yet, because even people who were doing really well last year have improved even more, and it's not even a year later. So I'm also expecting it to be more competitive, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you for being here and being open for the interview, and hoping to see you in another Jigsaw Jam. And if not, then we'll see each other at the Worlds.
I have one more puzzle for future event Jigsaw Jam, but they were sold out so fast. I checked the dates and then it was sold out. So we have to follow along for more dates. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
I know Michelle is always working on getting more dates and things happening. So just keep an eye out on her Instagram.
Yeah, thanks very much, Linda. All right, yeah, so actually they sold out crazy quick. We had 400 puzzles. We sold very close to 400 puzzles in less than a day. So we only had a few pairs puzzles left after that. So that exceeded my expectations. I thought they would go quickly, but yeah. So many people were like stalking the website before we even sent the newsletter. Like my husband, I said, okay, they're online now. And then my husband was working on the newsletter, doing the graphics and getting it all set up. And then there were already like orders like just popping through. So yeah, it's just exciting to see the popularity and yeah, the interest that's growing for speed puzzling. So I'm just gonna find Magdalena, because Magdalena has participated in several of our competitions now, and always quite near the top in the top 10. And I'm really happy to see your progress. So yeah, could you tell us a bit about your speed puzzling experience and yeah, how you started?
Yeah, thank you. I was starting, I think, at December 2023 or January this year. And I was puzzling with my friend, and then we have an idea, and we were looking for competitions for puzzling, and then we found the World Jigsaw Puzzle Federation as the words, and yes, then we thought we can participate there, and yeah, I was searching for more competitions, and then there was the competition in Köditz, and now the online competitions, and yes.
Yeah, no, I mean, you also had quite rapid progress for just starting like 6 months ago. How did you get so fast so quickly that you're always like kind of like in the top 10, top 20?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm puzzling since I was a kid, so but I didn't stop timer so for time. Yeah, but I did puzzles all the time with my friends, and yeah, then I one time I did a timer, and I was so, oh wow, it's not that slow. Yes. And then I competed in Köditz the first time.
Yeah, and how did you go in Köditz?
I think I was 14th.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
14th.
yeah, no, I mean that's a really great placing for your first competition, and also considering there was Kati, Rainer, and Teresa and Marketa from Czech there claiming the top spots. So I looked at the times today, and it was just like so many people finished like under an hour. It was crazy. It was just like for every minute there was like 3 people finishing. So it was seemed like it was a really fast puzzle. I mean, for the individual, a really fast puzzle, and that there was also a lot of fast people there finishing under an hour.
Yes, that's true. I thought it would the first 3 was very fast for Chiara was fast, but then the other was very near from the times, I think. And I think only 1 minute, and I would be third, I think.
Yeah, 1 minute. I mean, that's the difference of 1 minute can make. But if 6 people finish in 1 minute, it can really make a difference. So no, it's really exciting that there was the first competition in Germany, and there's also another competition coming up. So well, of course we're organizing one in August, but there's also the German Puzzle Club has announced they're going to do one in October, and also one in February. So that's great to see that there's more opportunities for the Germans to participate live.
Very cool. And I'm on vacation when the event in Trier is, unfortunately. But I think in October I have time to compete.
Yeah, no, that'd be great to get some more competition experience. Catherine, do you have any comments or questions for Magdalena?
No, I think you covered it all.
Yeah. So well, thanks for your time, Magdalena, and looking forward to seeing you in more competitions.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
So we've had some more finishes.
We're at about 1 hour and just under 50 minutes. So anyone who's still puzzling, you have a bit over 10 minutes time. I think a lot of you can finish from what I can see. So keep at it. Don't give up. You can do it.
Yeah. So Jessie, are you there?
Are you hearing me?
Yes, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, yeah. So Yeah, we've followed your progress with great expectation and interest. So you started just recently, I hear, just some months ago, and making great strides in your speed puzzling career.
Right. It's a very new hobby for me because I don't remember doing any puzzles while growing up, to be honest. So I bought my first puzzle back in during the pandemic, like most of us. And I think, I influenced by my boyfriend, and we started buying more and more puzzles, and my algorithm, I think, from my internet just checked that I like puzzles, and I found, like all of us, Karen, and I found out about this World Jigsaw Championship and everything, and I have a little toxic trait that I always think I can do everything. So I just registered for the Worlds, and now I'm practicing.
Mm. Well, you must have some good positive self-talk because you're just like telling yourself like, I can do this, and making such big steps in improvement. And you just also reached a personal best this week. Tell us about
Yes,
that.
I was very happy because I thought, 50 minutes is my time, which is nice. But I proved myself wrong, and now I reached the 42 minutes, but with a puzzle that I did repeatedly. So it's not my best first time. My best first time is still 51 minutes.
Hmm. Yeah, but I mean, just the fact that you can reach that time is really exciting. And I mean, that's also something I really enjoyed from Emilia's video, where she said, I'm going to get, what was it? She wanted to do a puzzle in 30 minutes, and she just set herself the goal. And she said, regardless of how many times I have to do this puzzle, you have to remind us, Emilia, what your goal was again. And I think it was like after 17 tries or 20 tries.
Oh my
And
gosh.
just to know I can do this, like my fingers can move that fast. So I think it's a great idea to do the same puzzle multiple times. Because I haven't done that yet. The most I've done a speed puzzle was twice. And already I made like such a huge jump. I was so happy I got 20 minutes faster. And then I'm like, okay, then what if I do this 5 times or 10 times? But I just don't have at the moment the time to dedicate to that. But I'm really impressed when I see people stick to the same puzzle and just like, I'm gonna do this. And so which puzzle was that?
It was the postcard from New York. I can show it maybe. So everybody can see it. No, it doesn't work.
Oh yeah, the New York postcard.
With this one, and I did it at least 15 times, I think. And what I learned is that when you do these repeated puzzles, that you can focus on different weaknesses and strengths, and work on them instead of always starting new puzzles, and you can really catch your progress in the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's something that's also I thought was really interesting was in one of your stories you showed that you won a competition for online gaming or some particular video game. Can you tell us about that?
So League of Legends is a game that is very competitive, a very, very hard game that I gave up because I can't uh, keep my rank, let's say, because it's a game for younger people, and I'm 30 now, and video games are not my thing anymore, let's say. I needed a new offline hobby, so yeah. When I won this time, it was mainly because of, as you already said, the mindset. It's always the mindset. If you tell yourself you can do it, you probably will do it one day. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. And so you also, is there any similarity between training for an online game compared to like training for speed puzzling? Like, have you been able to draw on that experience?
You have some points that you can adapt, yes. For professional video gamers, they have to do a lot of physical workout too, and meditation, and to eat properly. So it's a whole lifestyle that comes with this training, playing that video game, but also, as we say, this mental preparation and being focused, not having, I don't know, thinking about your life while you do puzzles. No, you are doing this thing, just focus on this, meditate over your puzzle, and just forget about everything around. It's kind of a meditation for me.
Oh, that's really interesting. Catherine, do you have any questions for Jessie?
Not really questions. I just want to say hi because we've had
Hello, Brian.
hi. We finally meet. We've had
Yes.
some conversations online because we're both from Luxembourg, and it's always rare that I meet other Luxembourgish puzzlers. So I'm always glad to meet anyone who is from Luxembourg and who puzzles. And I also just want to congratulate you on your placement last time. It was really good, and I was also competing that day.
Yes.
So like, yeah, you did so well. And
I still can't believe it. So
yeah, it was really good. I mean, I guess it was just your kind of image, and it's also good to know, you know, what kind of things that you're good at and which things you're not so good at, so you can get excited when you see a puzzle that's going to suit you.
right. I also know what I have to train now. Like gradients are my weakness, and solid colors.
Yeah,
It's yeah, my weakness.
it's for those you have to be more looking at the puzzle shapes than at what is on the puzzle, and that's definitely a different skill that you have to learn. But you can practice it.
Yeah.
You can practice it well. You can practice it even just turning a puzzle around and like just do it from the back, just to practice the shape. I would recommend a smaller puzzle to do that.
Yeah.
I have to try it. I already heard about it and have to give it a try. And I like the puzzles that Michelle chooses because if I would choose my puzzles to practice, I would always choose these illustrations, busy images, and it wouldn't help at all. So thank you, Michelle.
I'm happy to challenge
I agree.
you. Yeah, all right. Well, thank you so much, Jessie. It's really nice to meet you finally. We look forward to seeing you in more competitions. Thanks for your time tonight.
Yes. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. So we have 4 minutes left. Well, more like 3.5. I just wanted to have a quick chat with Amelia if she's still there.
Hello.
Hello. So you guessed that right
Hi.
again.
Yeah, I did.
And were
I
you
have to correct
pleased?
you, though.
Were you
There is only
pleased?
66 500-piece puzzles from Bluebird currently, so not 100, just 66.
Okay. So smaller chances, but very, very hard odds still to guess that. And
I mean, yes and no, but I think I always say, like, people are always wondering, like, how do I know which one is it? But like, I always like try to know what it is not. Like, for example, in that 66, there's like 10 Christmas puzzles. I just don't see you choosing a Christmas puzzle. I mean, okay, you got me fooled with when you had the Ravensburger Friends puzzle that I did not expect. But also then you can like cross-check what you're already selling, what has been used at the competitions. And I was wiping for a scenery. I think I discussed with Riikka about this, and I had like a couple options because I also don't think that you would choose like a scenery or location that it's like overused in puzzle images, you know, like an Eiffel Tower or something like that. So yeah.
Yeah, no, it's always very surprising. And yeah, so you just getting back to what Jessie said about doing the puzzle multiple times. So you just wrote that you did it 11 times to get under 30 minutes. That was 11 times in one day, or like within a 24-hour period.
Yeah, I mean, I think I started, I don't remember anymore what day it was, but I did it 9 times on the first day, but I was literally like passing out on the first day, so I had to stop. And then I was like, in the next day, I was like, no, because obviously I was doing this for YouTube. So I was like, I can't believe I spent the whole day trying to do this and I did not succeed. So then I continued on the next day. I was like, this is not happening. Like, this is going for the video, so I have to do this.
Yeah.
And yeah, got it under 30. That was not
Yeah, that was
fun.
amazing. I really enjoyed that video. Yeah, so I'll just give an update. We have just over 1 minute left to our people. So last pieces, I think Benjamin's going to finish. Come on, Benjamin. Yeah, so thanks so much, Amelia. And yeah, we'll hope you enjoyed your night.
Yes, I enjoyed. And I'm also doing blinded puzzling this week on my next video. So yeah. But yeah, thank you again. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye.
So who do we have left? Benjamin's moments away. Christy also only has a few pieces left. Nevis, Nicole, Heike,
Vasna.
and Eleanor.
I think Kirsty is
Stop,
also
stop.
close.
Benjamin just got it. Oh, Benjamin, did you press it? He finished it. So that's 2 hours. Oh, I think Benjamin got stuck on the chat window wasn't open or something. But I did see he finished within the 2 hours, like just seconds before. Okay, he's missing a piece. Okay, we can check that back on the video. All right, so if you haven't finished, well, thank you very much for sticking through to the end. And yeah, you can count your pieces now if those who still have pieces left. So anything that's not in groups of 3 or more, not 3 pieces connected. Yeah, so you can, once you've counted, you can add in. Oh, Kirsty, you were so close. 24 pieces left. Yeah.
That's really close.
You can see them all neatly finished. Well, now you can finish. Now you can take 2 minutes to finish the puzzle. All right, so all right, so Lena, how was it tonight following so many close finishes?
Well, it was really hectic at times. Yeah, but I enjoyed it. I mean, it was a challenge. Yeah. And I'm sorry to everyone that I missed. I tried my best. But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was really great. You were giving me so many updates, and when I got lost track of when I was watching other things going on or listening to the interviews, I was really happy to have all your comments being sent through. And yeah, there were just a lot rolling through, especially at the beginning. So yeah, I mean, we never get everybody, and but I think we did a good job tonight to get a good share of people on the screen for their finish.
Yeah, well, hopefully.
Yeah, and so yeah, thanks to everyone. So some people are still counting. Yeah, so what's next for you, Lena, with puzzling?
Well, I'm not going to Valladolid this year. It's just not possible this year. But I'm currently working on a very big Ravensburger puzzle. I got it here, so it's the big 18,000 piece puzzle. that I just started.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Is that the bookshelf
Yeah.
puzzle?
It's the, I don't know the name.
I have one of the bookshelves, but only a 1,000 piece.
Yeah, it's something like a magic bookshelf.
Exactly, yeah, in German. Yes, no, that's great. So thanks so much for supporting me. And yeah, next week there'll be a different person in the background and also a different person co-hosting. Yeah, so and Catherine, thanks very much for supporting me tonight. And yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I mean, thanks so much for having me. I feel like I got more comfortable as the time went on, so I hope it wasn't too awkward in the beginning. And yeah, thank you for organizing this. I mean, as you can see, everybody is really enthusiastic and everybody wants to join, and people can't get enough of the Euro Jigsaw Jam. So like, please keep doing it.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, I'll keep doing it as long as there's demand. Basically, I'm just responding to demand. So yeah, just keep telling me what you want, and I'll try to do it. So thanks everyone for all our participants. We have 56 participants tonight, and we also had many people following along with you on YouTube. So we really appreciate all your comments. And yeah, I just want to say thanks and good night, everyone.
Bye.
Oh, so some nice comments from, yeah, so I'm just going to turn off the YouTube live stream. Thanks everyone for being there.